start. All righty. Before we begin, welcome everybody, and I'm going to have Lynn just kind of go over some protocols since we're doing this virtually.
Hello. Just a reminder to choose a quiet location to make your call. Avoid background noises such as side conversation, shuffling of papers, noises, and coughing. Remember to turn off the sound notifications ringer on your computer, phone prior to joining the call. Press the mute button on your phone when you're not speaking. Remember to unmute when speaking. Also, identify yourself when speaking or making a motion. And please do not put the call on hold. Thank you so much.
All righty. Sure.
Great. With that, I'll call the meeting to order, and if we could stand wherever you are and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lynn, if you could do a roll call.
Yes, sir. Trustee Davis? Absent. Trustee Doherty? Not on the line at this time. Trustee Dye?
Here.
Trustee Freckleton?
Here.
Trustee Haas? Trustee Haas?
Here.
Thank you. Trustee Holness?
Here.
Trustee Howard?
Here.
Trustee Lloyd?
Here.
Trustee Levi? Trustee Levi?
Here.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you have any public participation?
We have no requests for public participation.
Great. With that, I will turn it over to you, Tom, for the items.
Very good. Thank you so much for convening today, and I hope everyone is safe and moving forward as best we can with all the issues and pandemic we're dealing with here. So with that, I'm going to actually hand over the first item for Brian to present.
Thank you. The first item is the EBS agreement and broadband agreement. The original agreement was with Clearwire in 2002 to 2017, that expiration date. At that time in 2017, we obtained 2 appraisals for the value of it. I reported to the board in June of 2017 an offer by Clearwire, which had been purchased by Sprint. And we asked for authority to continue negotiations to increase the offer. And the Indian reviewed agreements from around the country. In August 2017, the agreement expired, and we entered into a 3-month extension with Sprint for the agreement until November 30th, 2017. On November 14th, I was notified by Sprint that the channels would no longer be used by Sprint, and any devices we had would be deactivated. Those devices were deactivated in December of 2017. By the same letter, Sprint advised us that its right to first refusal under the lease would be active until November of 2019. The negotiations continued in good faith during that time period. I've had numerous conversations with Taj Majid of Sprint, and so has Mr. Dowdy, the attorney for the board in D.C. The negotiations with Sprint continued and with Sonic Wave in 2020, and that's resulted in the lease before you. It's a long-term lease with a maximum of 30 years. It is subject to approval and request of and requirements of the Federal Communications Commission. It includes a signing fee, and that signing fee is due upon the signing and is earned at that time. It also includes a monthly fee. One, I want to thank Roberto, Isolini, Elaine, and Larry, because it's been a long, and they have been involved in the negotiations helping, and also Mr. Caney and Mr. Dowdy, the D.C. attorney and board attorney. We would recommend approval and the board to authorize the college to do any amendments, documents, FCC application filings that we need to get this through the process. It should take probably 2 to 3 months, once the board approves, to get through the FCC process.
I have a motion.
So moved, Lloyd Frackleton.
Second.
Second, Bob Lloyd.
Great. Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, we'll take a roll call vote. Trustee Guy?
Aye.
Trustee Freckleton?
Yes.
Trustee Haas?
Aye.
Trustee Holness?
Aye.
Trustee Howard? Aye. Trustee Lloyd?
Aye.
Trustee Lubai?
Aye.
Just to make sure, did Trustee Davis or Trustee Doherty join us?
No.
Okay, motion passes. And I'll just say congrats, by the way. This is it's a big deal for the college, and big dividends for a long time. So thanks to everybody for all the effort.
Thank you. So we'll move on to the second agenda item. This is an amendment to our agreement with Metz Culinary. As authorized in the contract, part was a negotiation of the athletic meal, as indicated in the amendment, and also the bulk of changes is really reflective of the COVID situation pertaining to the athletes and our ability to bring them back and alter the meal plan with them. We're offering some dinners versus breakfast during a quarantine period there. And then it goes back, as indicated in this amendment, I have it in front of me the exact date, but on the date is indicated there, 24th. So that's the amendment to the agreement.
I have a motion.
So moved, Lloyd Frackleton.
Trustee Holder, second.
Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Trustee Dye?
Aye.
Trustee Freckleton?
Aye.
Trustee Haas?
Aye.
Trustee Holness?
Aye.
Trustee Howard? Aye. Trustee Lloyd?
Aye.
Trustee Lubai?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Very good, thank you. And our final item is the proposal for the construction management at risk for the pre-construction services. And this has been presented to our facilities planning committee and presented in rank order with the recommendation to enter into a contract with Charles Perry Partners, Inc.
Any
Gary
questions?
Levi, motion to approve.
Yeah, second?
So moved, Lloyd Frackleton.
Thank you. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Trustee Dye?
Aye.
Freckleton?
Aye.
Trustee Haas?
Aye.
Trustee Holness?
Aye.
Trustee Howard? Aye. Trustee Lloyd?
Aye.
Trustee Lubai?
Aye.
Motion passes. And I believe that is it for our simplified agenda. Let me thank everybody for joining us. And do any of the board members have any comments or questions they want to bring up? All right.
Randy, it's Randy Dye. I just want to congratulate you on the contract relative to the cell service and tower and so on. That's well done and extraordinarily well timed. So I'm not so sure how much the timing we had control of, but that's a great deal, and appreciate all the efforts by those who participated, and I think the record should note how pleased we are with that.
Well said. Completely agree. Anyone else? Yeah. Tom?
Just wanted to, again, thank everyone for coming and, again, thank the team for all the work on these agreements that we have here today. And just let the board know that we're continuing to, plan daily, evaluate the data and, our situation as it's relative to our two service districts. And so we continue to monitor it, and we have shared the plans with you, and we will continue to look at that and augment it as needed as we move forward. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. With that, the meeting's adjourned.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you all.
everyone.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That is right.
Welcome.
For a big contract.
Have
too.
a good weekend. I'm gonna hang up the call now.
Add it all up.